we go. And hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. It's of course your host Marley Startled, and I've been keeping a low profile because I've been playing a bit of Disco Elysium and recording that in the background. I end up losing one of my videos, which is unfortunate. So it does that may be dead now. That game. But I've been waiting for Unity Command 2 DLC for a while. It is, of course, covering the German perspective for the war in North Africa, with a wonderful or very interesting alt history scenario to boot, where it sees you sort of pushing through and trying to win, and what would happen if you actually had broke through El Alamein and so on and so forth. But without further ado, gentlemen, of course, as you know, I love Unity Command 2. I think it's a great game, and I've been really enjoying playing it and really enjoying the DLCs, and really enjoying the style of playthrough. So I've been waiting. It's one of the few games where I will buy day one or even pre-order DLCs if that's an option, because the games are so good. It's actually a unique strategy game. But without further ado, what we've been waiting for, the Desert Fox DLC. We'll play on normal mode. So, 1941, late winter 1941. While the Third Reich's position in Western Europe remains all but unassailable, the situation for the Axis in the Mediterranean is an altogether different story. Mussolini's bumbling war effort has left Italian armed forces reeling on every front. At risk of losing its only major ally, Hitler opts to intervene by overwhelming the Balkans with brute force and sending a small mechanized force to North Africa. Leading them, the latter is one of Germany's most able commanders, Erwin Rommel, soon to become known to the world as the Desert Fox. So very interesting, very much looking forward to it. Not really a period of history I know much about, so hopefully we will see how that churns out. I can't wait, he says. Waiting. Whoa, waiting, there we are. Mussolini's war machine has floundered. New Year 1941. Italian forces have been pushed back into Albania in Greece. The Italian 10th Army is in full flight in North Africa. In East Africa, isolated Italian troops are forced back into Ethiopia. Early February 1941, the 10th Army has been annihilated. Yeah, the Italians pretty much are done for. Fearing a complete Italian collapse, Hitler's gaze turns south. Preparations are made for an intervention in the Balkans. And a German contingent is assembled for Africa. Mid-February 1941, Ernst Rommel Deutsches Afrika Korps begins arriving in Tripoli. His forces are immediately pushed to the front. And Rommel's orders are but to hold the line. I think he goes above and beyond that. So, Desert Fox 1941. Unable to break the Allied will to fight through terror bombing the British Isles, the Third Reich turns its attention to the hapless ally in the Mediterranean. With a complete Italian collapse in North Africa seemingly imminent, German High Command dispatches a mobile force to Libya. You will command these troops and what little remains of the Italian units in the theatre. Your first goal is to stabilise the situation. Should you prove successful in this, your next objective will be to strike east, reaching as far as the Suez Canal would sever a vital artery for the British Empire and open up a gateway into the Middle East. So we get our Afrika Korps Flieger Corps, uses one artillery and uses one recon, which is wonderful. And I think I am going to buy one of these as well. I'm going to hold off because it's only 2 scenarios. So I'm going to hold off for now and see if I need it. I'm going to go for it, just in case. This will be the historical scenario, so I suspect I'll have a lot of points left over. So, Sonnenblume, March 24th, 1941. After turning the successful Operation Compass, After the stunning success of Operation Compass, British forces in the Western Desert were forced to transition into a static defence as their best units were siphoned off to other areas or to refit in Egypt. At this critical juncture, Rommel arrived in Libya. He toured the front line in his Fi-156 scout plane and immediately sensed the Allied weakness. As one of Hitler's favourites, he didn't think twice about disobeying orders from Obersud or Commando Supremo, orders which were to sit tight. Interesting, interesting. I didn't think he'd just disobey those orders. I like that. I like how he just decided to attack anyway. Clever. Sonnenblume. Sonnenblume, or whatever. Africa Corps Dispatch. Welcome to Africa, Commander. High Commander's orders to merely hold a line. However, recon elements and indeed Rommel himself report that the British lines are almost non-existent. Therefore, you have a license to launch a local spoiling attack immediately. Despite the minimal force assembled in Africa so far, more of your troops will arrive eventually. If you are successful, all sins will surely be forgiven by the higher-ups. Move out. In this campaign, Italian units are limited to 5 steps and plus 2 specialists, while the German allies are limited to 6 steps plus 2 specialists. Interesting rules. So we've got to take Mursa, Braga, and Gazala. So all the way over there. And we have got 13 turns. I suspect we will have to push down south here to secure Benghazi. And then hopefully cap Mazus as well. I've got to tap this by turn 8. And Barce by turn 9. So the tank force will be the one that breaks through there. If we go, there's no point taking Tobruk. It seems a bit pointless there supply-wise. But I can't really move along this route because I simply won't have enough logistics to do so. So first things first, that's the closest I can get it. Can I upgrade my troops? Yes, I can. Get a lovely armor step. Get this motorized up. German mechanized. Panzerjäger, and see if that works out for us. And then we don't have a lot of points for anything else, so we'll get a German step if we have any German steps. No, we don't. Can I buy any more for you? No. Okay, so we'll buy ourselves a Pioneer, an infantry step, and then see how well that works out for us. And then we'll move up our units there. See if I can change the speed in which I scroll as well. Frame rate 60, ignore UI systems, gameplay, tooltip display, track objectives, controls, no I can't, okay that's fine, not the end of the world. Anyway, let's begin. So I'm going to immediately, flying artillery, I may have to hold off on that. I attempted to go round. Let's pin it. And then, 1-to-1. I don't really want to waste my tank equipment just yet. Can I move this back? Potentially. Panzerjäger, there we are. With that dead, we can now move forward. Sadly, another tank unit. Do I have enough time to deal with this tank unit? Probably not, and it's dug in. I'm going to bomb it. And then we're going to move this forward. And then hopefully, if we take a look at our supply lines, still pretty good, so we don't have to worry about that yet. We'll move on again. The idea is to destroy enemy positions in depth, or destroy them before they can withdraw and dig in some more. So we move in there. Okay, I'm going to do a rapid bombardment here. I want these units completely dead. And there we are, and now I can start bombing it over here. Now both of these units wiped out, I should be able, he says, to just run it all the way down south. You can see here our supply lines are now beginning to become a problem. So we'll build our supply line here. Take that supply line off. See if I can keep moving troops down. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty healthy. And then all I've got to do is take Agadabia and then Benghazi and then Ghazala. But we'll just gun it along here to get to Ghazala. I think I can get Ghazala by turn 10 just doing that. Just by wiping out these units. This needs resupplying. We're going to resupply this unit. And then we're going to use a recom over here. Okay, so potentially I may move this round. When I take Agabalia, okay, I don't take that anytime soon. If I move this troop up and this up, Agabalia by turn 7, easily achievable. Easily achievable. So instead, this tank unit is going to go round this way. And this tank unit is also, or this motorized unit is going to go round over here. So the motorized will move up to take Mazus, Makili and Tangenda if we can. And then we'll get rid of this supply line. And then move this as far up as we can get it without starving our supply lines. And that should work for us. Okay, and then all we have to do is wear this bad boy down. Infantry. We'll have to send this guy back. Unfortunately. And we're going to use that immediately. It's a little bit of a resupply. Good. Benghazi we have to take by turn 8, more than achievable. I may have to undo these moves if I can, because I have forgotten to do something very important. No, we're good. That's fine. Go, 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 go. Reinforcements. Yay, garbage tanks. And the HQ can move forward up to... first things first, let's get resupplied. And then we can move this bad boy up. All the way up. Yeah. Nice. And then hopefully the Benghazi should fall next. One hopes, one dreams. Let's try not to lose my equipment this way. We can take this, that's fine. But I'm going to use some infantry down here. So Benghazi by turn 8. So as long as I move the infantry up. You know what? Do I need to take Mazus by turn 8 as well? Yeah, I do. Oh, nightmare. Time to use our bomber. There we are, that's what we needed. There we are, another Africa Corps bomb. How's the supply? Not good. This is where we bomb it. We're going to bomb it this time. Going to gun it, Chewie. This infantry's garbage to me now. Like literal garbage to me. Tonk. Motorized. Oh, this motorized will be useful. This motorized, I think, will go north as well. I can't afford more motorized going the other way. Because these two are out of supply, we may as well withdraw this down. And see how well that works. Okay, we got time. We got time in the bank. This has not got any supply, but we'll just bomb it. No, didn't work. Move this infantry up. Move this infantry up. Okay, this can go 1 or 2 more turns without becoming a problem. Ouch, now it will be a problem. This will indeed be a big old problem. No, we're going to remove that. See if I can move this way instead. So put our supply line down. Can I put it down here? Nope. I can't put it down here either. So it's going to have to just be bumped up as high as it will go over here. And then these guys will just have to begin pinning action. Must supplies. Must supplies. What? Why don't I have enough supplies? Okay, so now I've got to make a decision. So the air supply will go here. Put a recon down here. I'm not going to make it there. But I can make it there. I don't think I'll take McKelly by chance any time then soon then. What do you mean I don't have enough supply? Nope. 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 Go this way. I would like to get Benghazi now, but I can't. That's not good. I gotta take Bars by turn 9. Which we have achieved. And then these guys are gonna gun it over here. And we'll take Ghazala by turn 10. Okay. Is this achievable within the scope of the plan? I'm going to lose casualties doing this. Can I move a unit back into here? I can. And now we've got our supplies up, we can now readjust accordingly. I mean, we did take it within the time frame, I believe, so that's not in the world. And now we just have to break through there. Okay, Ghazala by turn 10, more than achievable. We can close down this pocket now. McKelly by turn 9, I don't think we're going to achieve that. That's the one objective we couldn't achieve on time, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, because then we just move here. And I suspect there's going to be someone in Tobruk. Yeah, we ain't going to Tobruk, boys. That is one thing we aren't doing. We could take a very big risk and try and bomb it over. No, we won't take McKelly in this turn. So instead, let's farm up the XP. Get a little bombing run done. Nope. That works. And almost perfect, but not quite. That tank was what stopped me. I should have perhaps used one of my airstrikes to get objective. Oh well. Heya Safari, win the Sonnenblume scenario. A song that paid homage to the troops of von Lettow-Vorbeck's African campaign in East Africa during World War I, was quickly adopted by the troops of Rommel's Afrikakorps as a marching tune, and its title ostensibly as a battle cry. So, as this scenario goes, it's just playing the sort of British scenario in reverse. The idea was, of course, the logic in the method, in the madness, was to destroy those fast mobile units to stop them cutting into my rear lines and to knock them out completely. So that's why I use a lot of my heavy airstrikes at the start. Then, of course, the idea was to punch down south and then using one of my sort of mobile infantry to sort of move along the coast. I move into the desert to resupply and take the easy objectives. Now, if I had another air wing and potentially if I wasn't held up for about a turn, I probably would have pushed forward to take this objective as well. Alas, I couldn't achieve it because I didn't dedicate enough forces to capturing that. In future, I probably would have used this mobile troop as well. So one of my transports goes to capture this, my second transport goes to capture that, and I potentially would have used my one of the heavier airstrikes to take Benghazi rather try and slowly punch through Mersa Al Braga instead. Still, altogether pretty effective, didn't get disrupted too much. Again, a pretty mobile map with a little bit of attrition and a bit of technical play on the west coast and more open sort of opportunism on the east. So a pretty good scenario altogether. Assault on Tobruk. Despite facing little meaningful resistance, Rommel's drive to Tobruk was a daring feat indeed. Bethencourt could not go much further without capturing the port itself. This meant breaching its fortifications while under constant attack by the RAF. To make matters worse, lack of dust filters for the panzers meant that operational tanks were few and far between. Not that the Axis logistics could support many additional tanks. So taking one of these objectives will enable you to pull strategic moves. This is where you can go down the alt history route. This playthrough we will go through the historical route, and then the next time we'll play we will go down the alt historical route. So we'll see what objectives we need to accomplish there. So our advance into Egypt cannot continue unless you neutralize the Allies' forces in Tobruk and capture the port. Failing this, you must at least create a ring around the city and hold it under siege. The enemy occupies strong fortifications along the entire perimeter, with substantial reserves ready to strike at any incursion. One piece of advice: if you can neutralize the main Allied fighter airfield, our Stukas will be able to paralyze the enemy's logistics. Okay, so here's Tobruk, a bit of a pain. 10 objectives to take, or 10 turns to take it. The southern perimeter, the eastern perimeter, the western perimeter, Derna Road. Where is the airfield? Tobruk Aerodrome. So if we were to punch through and take the aerodrome, we could potentially just stop, hopefully, enemy airstrikes. Which I might just do anyway, just to conserve my forces. I may just try and punch through to take those objectives regardless, because I simply don't want to lose troops. Okay, and then of course if we can upgrade our tanks to be a bit more effective, so Panzer K1, let's go with the SDKZ, and then if we take a look at these guys, give them some more infantry steps, give them some artillery, and a Kusum. And these guys, can I give you guys anything? No, I can't. Tank, if we move this over here, see if we can upgrade these units. SDKZ, and I can't upgrade anymore. So my logic or the method to my madness here will be to put the infantry in the front and then use a concentrated tank push to break through into El Adam Road If we can break through El Adam Road and then take the Brook Aerodrome, I believe this will hopefully prevent the airstrikes wearing us too thin. So it's going to be a rather small punch into El Adam Road, and then we'll go from there. Now, we'll see how well that works out for us. I suspect it won't go very well, but one can dream, Harold, one can dream. We'll increase our supply hubs in this sector, and then we will commit. So, bomb. Wow, that was pretty easy. Bomb. And then this infantry goes here. If anyone is not supply them now. Move up the infantry to secure the east flank. And then move up the motorized and so on over to the west. I think I'll leave a unit here as well. Just to take the eastern perimeter to boot. To boot for Tobruk. Anything I particularly think I could get some damage on? Not really, no. I made us bomb this unit here. Nope. We knew that was going to be a problem, so let's not get too worried about that. Damn it. I feel like if we can use one of these bad boys next turn, that we should be able to get through regardless. Resupply this, move this through. Move this unit up here. Move this unit here, so that gives us 3 lines of entry. Move this unit here. Yeah, you guys will be out of supply, but I will be able to resupply you, so that's not the end of the world. Reinforcements. What kind? The garbage kind. Another stunning bombardment on Tobruk Aerodrome. Strategically resupply this. Move this tank up here. There's just strategic bombing. I mean, that's quite useful, I suppose. And then this unit will have to withdraw over here. Simply because we don't have enough supply for it. Same here by the looks of things. We can do some bombing now, I suppose. We can bomb Derna Road. Nope. I suppose what we could do is just take Tobruk and then not spend the points on it. So let's go with... See where the enemy's getting supplied from. Yeah, so if we just use this, I suspect we can just take that objective now. Trucks are available, but I can't put them down anywhere useful. Because supply is so bad. Bomb. resupply. Retreat over here. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. 1-to-1, it's worth it. It wasn't worth it. Gonna resupply now. Wasn't worth it. Resupply this. This unit. Oof, they've counterattacked us quite hard now. I mean, we could just try and wear down that fort. I'm still going to go for it. Simply because I think I can take Tobruk. That was not good. That was really not good. Because now my units are going to be out of supply. This may require a tactical redo. Unless I can get lucky with the supply lines. Which I don't think I can. Can we just gun it? Can. But I don't think we'll be able to hold that line open. No, I don't think we'll be able to hold that line open. No Tobruk for me. Well, that's not the end of the world. Just gotta take the eastern perimeter now. Alright, restart. Surrender. That needed more finesse than what I did it. Or than how I did it. I don't need an extra Stuka. Just need to get good. No Pioneer, we didn't need it. We don't need the Pioneers. I'm not going to cheese it. Fine. Could just try and punch through from over here instead, and I think that is the correct thing to do. I'm going to cheese it this way instead. So what I'll do is I'll move the troops over here and aim to punch through the Derna Road. Just use my mountain of tanks and not have to worry the slightest about supply. That tank can stay there. And this can move up all the way over here. And I'll just bomb this. But remember I only used one because they gave me an extra spare one. That's the cheesing tactic. That's what I believe is what they want me to do. Oh. Nope. And now we'll just punch through all the way to Brook. Like that. I'll just use our boys. Like so. Move this out of the way just in case. Because if you take Tobruk, the whole thing starves to death, so that's the logic there. I mean, you can slot the Italian tanks as much as you want. I couldn't give a crap about the Italian tanks. So one bombing run on this. And of course we do a little, a little smack there. Do a little bombing run on this. That's Tobruk taken. We'll clear up this section. And that is that. So I had to use some of the cards there, but that was made more sense. Because now these bad boys will have no supply and they'll just starve to death, and that'll be the objective taken. I mean, they want me to take Elo Dem Road by the next couple of turns, but that should not prove too problematic for me. So I'll just come up behind it. Which is more important? I feel like the aerodrome is more important than what it wants me to do. I mean, the aerodrome I can take by turn 7, so actually, this is more important. 1 turn, 3 turns, 1 to 1, 5 to 0, 5 to 0. I could use the next one there, but I don't want to. Damn it. Damn it. 1 to 1. I can't get any deeper. Which is a shame. Which is a real crying shame, so we won't take Elo Dem Road anytime soon. We probably could if we wanted to. Gun it over here to this perimeter now. Yay! Bomb miss. Take this. Oh. I'm going to lose points from that perimeter now. That's also going to be a bit of a nuisance. Oh well. We'll still get a pretty healthy amount of points just by taking Tobruk, I suspect. I thought I was going to get an overrun because, of course, I'd knocked that position out, but I guess not. Send this over here. 1 to 2. Move this out of the way. 0 to 2. Move it back. And that is all she wrote. Good. Again, down 1 point, but altogether a different take on sort of the Blitzkrieg. There's been a few levels like this before in other scenarios, but still very challenging. It requires. It's very technical again. A few wrong moves can see you having to redo the scenario, and it's the pressure between trying to knock out the airfield before you take too much damage and trying to preserve your tanks and equipment. Altogether, a pretty fun scenario, I will admit, because I just move this out of the way because I don't want this unit to starve next turn. It could be either very fun or very painful depending if you've built up enough cards. If you've built up enough cards to Blitzkrieg and blow your way through the fortifications, then you can get into Tobruk pretty easily, and then the whole thing starves. The idea here is if you just take Tobruk, the entire defensive line collapses. And so once I really looked at the scenario, I realized that actually the only thing I needed to do was take Tobruk, and then all the other objectives would fall by the wayside. And that's of course what I did. Again, it's one of those, a bit like the Moscow one, but less painful, where the alt history scenario, you take Moscow. If you take Moscow itself, the whole sort of defensive line collapses. In this one, if you take Tobruk, the whole defensive line collapses because there's no enemy reinforcements to stop your advance. Or in this case, because there's no supply and the troops die out. A pretty fun scenario regardless, and a good change of pace. But of course, we will not be doing the alt history scenario this time. So now we can either march on the Suez, which is the alt history route, which sees us trying to punch through very rapidly, or doing a slight battle over in the east. In this case, we'll be going the historical track because this will be the historical playthrough, so it's approved plan. So after failing to take Tobruk on the march, Rommel's advance stalled. He may have been an operational genius, but there was no outflanking the sheer mathematics of drawing supplies by truck from Benghazi. By November, the British had built up their forces substantially and lost Operation Crusader. The Allied formations tore through the Axis lines, and what can only be described as chaos ensued. By December, it was clear that Rommel would have to retreat or suffer catastrophic defeat. After more than a week of fighting, it is now clear that our positions around Tobruk have become untenable. More Commonwealth units are arriving every day, while we have no prospect of reinforcements. Obi Sud proposes leaving the Savona division behind at Solomon Bardia. This sacrifice might allow the rest of our forces to make a more orderly withdrawal to Gazala. However, heavy losses will be inescapable, even among your precious mobile regiments. Note there are no further objectives to capture scenario, saving some prestige may prove wise. So, all I gotta do is fall back here and fall back here. So the idea, I suspect, will be just a mass retreat where possible. So Bardia, there's no hope for Bardia. I just got to retreat those guys back. Solemn, well, these guys I might just act as sacrificial lambs because these guys are more or less done for anyway and are not particularly well equipped. Sidi Rezai, we have to hold till turn 3. And Gubi, we have to hold by turn 3 as well. So if we just fortify these positions, we should be okay. Okay, now I'm pinching the pioneers. Italian tank steps, wonderful. Do love Italian tank steps. I wonder if there's a way to cheese this. We could try and punch south to try and take the supply line. That may work. And we just deprive the enemy, but they've probably got better tanks than us, so we've got to bear that in mind. That it may work, but probably will get us killed. Okay. So these guys are just going to bunker down and try not to die. Everything else is going to withdraw. You know what? Play big or go home. I think I'm going to counterattack this time and see if I can actually counterattack. How's our supply lines? Pretty bad, so we're going to put a supply line down. Oh, we can't even counterattack because the supply lines are so bad. Let's do a reconnaissance of the supply dump. Yeah, we would have to risk it all. And I think they purposely stopped me just bombing it this way as well. I gotta undo that move. These guys gotta go back, and these guys can stay there. Okay, the weak useless units can withdraw. They have no value to me. Could I take these tanks on one? I could potentially break through here. I know what we'll do. So hopefully that will starve these guys out in the next couple of turns. Until then, dig in. Dig in. These tanks are going to move. All the way back. Undo that move. These tanks would get out first. And then we can just counterattack on this sector in the short term. Absolutely annihilated my units. It's fine. This is fine. I can starve them out. Another Logi bomb. There we are. And then this tank can move forward to counter. Alright, so my tanks. Oh, you clever boys. They may link up with those guys and that might give them the supply they need. Eh. See, all sort of logical thinking here is to keep attacking, because I know if I attack, they can't break through. You generally want to attack so they don't resupply, but because they don't have resupply anyway, it shouldn't matter. If I move this back one, no. City Celeste, they've got to hold by turn 3. We can hold that by turn 3 just by constantly damaging enemy supplies. Wow. Take by turn 3, hold by turn 3. Hold until turn 3. Okay. So now the enemy's going to have a big old supply line there. That shouldn't matter too much. You're pretty much done for now, you're no longer valuable. But you can destroy that anyway for me. Resupply. Oof. And that tank unit. It's too weak now, it needs to withdraw back. Something else needs to go over here instead. I could try and do a bombing run on it. That's a waste of a bombing run though, isn't it? No, yeah, no reason to do that. No reason whatsoever. I don't think I can keep City Rosé anymore. No, I can't. The only purpose here will be to delay their ability to advance any further. Oh, wow. Wow. That was quite a beating. Well, we've held the objective for as long as we needed to anymore. So now we just withdraw back. Withdraw all the weakened units back. That's got to hold till turn 5, so everything's just got to run away. I suspect I could have got a disgusting victory here if I chose to do it. I may even redo the scenario just to see if I could get a quote-unquote disgusting victory. Yeah, I think I could pull something rather disgusting off here. Yeah, I'm going to redo it. Because I want to see if I could actually just destroy the scenario. Using the cards. Okay, let's try again. Oh, that was wrong. 1, 2, 3. Instead, we're going to take this German armor with the idea of us punching through over here. So let's take this fellow. How close can I get you before you die? And then tell you to dig in. Can't tell you to dig in, so if we undo, tell you to dig in. Tell you to dig in. Start giving ores all around to dig in. And then we try and break level. Okay, let's do this. You may have trucks available, but I can't put any further closer to you. Oh, I might be able to, so we bring this down. Let's go one further. Oh, almost. Close enough. Okay, so I can't use that bombing card. Use a Logi Bomber and use this bad boy. So a Logi Bomber. Bomb that to hell. And then bomb this to hell. Resupply you. And completely annihilate these tanks. Oh, you mofo. You know what they say, go big or go home. And then, if we do this. Let's cancel that, we need that in position. That is the plan. There we are, I should be able to resupply these next turn. These guys should be nice and cut off. Or being close to cut off. Most of their enemy tanks should be destroyed. And I forgot to do the thing on the right flank. That's so annoying. I can't believe I forgot to do that. That's 20 points as well. They will break out. They will indeed break out. But I don't care. Oh, let's try that. This tank unit, we can still punch these tanks units back. So where do we go? Do we go this way? Or do we go this way? It's very risky. Aim to knock this tank out. And then we'll send this guy back this way to resupply. This tank unit can now deviate over here to wipe out that tank. These Italian units are shh. That's what they are. Shh. Undo that move. I've got to keep that protected. This unit has no value. It's just there to hold. Oh, but it can do some damage, so we move this down, move this along. Hello. Goodbye. And then we can move this back. And that should be a pretty effective counterattack. You'll just move the DAC up this way. City Reserve still holds. Not really what I wanted to do. I forgot. I misclicked. And now we just have to wait. I mean, we can put down another truck potentially. It's not going to help me. Good. There's a certain back and forth in this scenario if you want to really maximize it. It's attack and counterattack and attack and counterattack. That was my own fault because I accidentally attacked on that tile. still counterattack that position. So if we just bomb the last of this, and then counterattack, we can then once again regroup. And then we've just got to punch our way. Oh, we don't even have to punch our way. We could just walk back if we wanted. Yeah, resupply, destroy that, destroy this. And then see which tanks we have got available to wipe out that enemy position there. I can't really dig in anymore over here either. Maybe the idea is to start withdrawing troops back out of City Red. I just want to destroy you. No, 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 no. Come on now. Ouch, that tank took a pounding. Not the end of the world. I mean, we could just withdraw now. It's turn 4. There's nothing to be gained from holding this any longer. Good. Let's withdraw whatever's left now. So we would have got 100% success rate on this if I hadn't been a Hmong and forgotten about that one position. Alas, it is what it is. Good, good. And I think that is the end of the scenario. Start digging in. Retreat this back. Retreat all the weak units back. Start entrenching. So this scenario is quite an interesting one because the initial sort of thing you want to do, you feel like you should be doing, is just immediately withdrawing and forming a coherent line. But if you do that, then the enemy just takes complete supremacy in terms of steps, and then they can attack and wear out your elite units as they see fit. And because of my experience in the game, I did realise that potentially this wasn't the right thing to do, the initial playthrough or the initial first attempt, because generally speaking, once you do damage an enemy tank, you want to hunt it down and destroy it. And so initially what I was saying was taking a lot of casualties for not a lot of gain, just trying to be wholly defensive. In fact, this scenario feels more like a push and pull sort of scenario if you've got the cards for it, where you push, wipe out a strong unit like an enemy tank or an enemy motorized or mechanized force, and then withdraw back once your supply gets too low or your steps get too low. Then they push and do their attack, and then you counterattack and you slowly wear each other down. That's probably the best way to maintain as many points as possible without losing too much prestige. But I would go as it's quite a unique scenario in that regard because you have that push and pull. Normally, you're either being pushed back, you've got to hold for as long as possible, or you are pushing with supremacy of force. In this scenario, it's a bit of a combination of a chess play of knock out that tank unit, he attacks me, I counterattack there, and the sort of hopefully by the end of it, the enemy tanks have lost their steam or their troops have lost their steam, which they more or less have. No, that's a bad withdrawal on my part. And I would have got a full completion on this if I hadn't been a potato. Toten Sonntag, complete retreat from the Tobruk scenario. On November 23rd, 1941, Rommel struck the 30th Corps near Sidi Rezegh. The fighting saw some of the largest armoured clashes in desert war so far, and by the end of the day, the 5th South African Brigade was left all but destroyed. Coincidentally, the battle took place on Toten Sonntag, Sunday of the Dead, a Protestant holiday in Germany where the dead are commemorated. There you go. Lost quite a lot of infantry, but not a lot of tanks, which is pretty good. And that's just a one-off scenario, that's fine. So then I get a load of points. Hopefully get a new card. What does this do? Refill the command points for an in-supply HQ can be used if the HQ is moved this turn. I'll take that. That's a new new command tag, which is pretty interesting. I'll take the bomber just in case. And then we'll commit. So, Theseus, January 21st, 1942. The armies in North Africa are back at the same positions they occupied 1 year earlier. However, in an attempt to define insanity, the Allies have once again overextended. The stage is set for Rommel to repeat history of an Operation Theseus. His goal was yet again to destroy the force in front of him, retake Benghazi, and make another bid for Tobruk. He must rely mainly on his own Afrika Korps, as most Italian forces are unwilling to disobey orders from Comando Supremo, orders that would clearly state that no major offensive actions are to be undertaken. Taking one of these objectives will allow you to pull off strategic plans, so Mercy El Braga, I suppose, that allows us to do an even bigger counterattack, but we will see. This looks like it's going to be in deep desert, so I'm not going to be much of a fan of that. We are forced back from our positions up at Gazala, and so here we are back where we started. However, the British are extending themselves once again. Furthermore, Luftwaffe will neutralise Malta in the coming months, which will allow us to ship tanks and men safely across the Mediterranean. Note, this means cheap and plentiful steppe reinforcements for the next 2 battles. However, given time, the British will again be able to build up an inexorably stronger force. Consequently, Rommel has decided to launch a surprise attack in direct violation of orders from Comando Supremo. Right, and so we got to go take Adubia, Mazus, Benghazi. I'm seeing a lot of repetition here. Tamini, Sauni, Antalat, and Michelli. Yes, okay, we'll see how well that works out for us. What have we got? German infantry steps. Lovely stuff. And what have we got for the Italians? We've got garbage. So the tanks, of course, we upgrade our tanks. A lot of our tanks, though, aren't looking too hot. Indeed, not looking very hot indeed. You have to be careful here. Achieving plentiful steps, but your steps are cheap as chips. I gotta send up a tank, which is gonna be a bit stronger. Blow this up. Oh, rear guard, come on now. Fine. Gun it, Chewie. Don't let the bad tank or the bad mechanized catch up. Back to gunning it. And our supply is not too bad. So we need to get Antlat and Sianu. Okay, and we need to get those by turn 3, which we should be able to. And then Machelli by turn 8, and that's a whopping 50 prestige along with Tamini. So if we can break through these objectives. What's over here? 1 infantry stack, so I'm going to have to use a big strong artillery piece there, and I'm going to get back to Benghazi. Ugh. I gotta blow this bad boy up. Oh, do I actually? I don't think I do. I'm gonna send a boy in here. And hopefully... Yeah, I don't. I've got supply there, so I don't have to care about that. What a shame. Wipe out the tanks. Where's the supply coming from? So if we just gun it over here, gun it over here. Where is their supply line coming from? It's coming from over there, so we can just cut that off, which we have just successfully done. We can once more try and bomb it. Suspect there's going to be an enemy position there. Oh no, there isn't. Okay, wonderful. But I can't send too many troops over there. It's only a supply line there, so I've got to send probably my best tank unit over there to capture that. Resupply. Send over. Send this over as well. Send this over here, just to make sure they don't do anything too silly on me. And then these guys. Can I put down another supply point? I expect I can if I have an Opal Blitz, which I do. Oh. Okay, we're back to repeating insanity. I'm going to let that unit starve, I don't care. Okay, so tactical resupply. Oh. Gun it. And gun it. Bomb it. Benghazi, take by turn 6, so we should be able to take that pretty easily. Can I just wear you down like so? Lovely stuff. Yay, an air resupply, that's nice. Knock this bad boy out. And then I'm going to have to get lucky here. So how close can I get these guys? Not very close. I wonder. No. I said a distinct lack of supplies here, which is killing me. But if we can take these 2 objectives, we'll be good. We'll take them by turn 9. Reinforcements. Infantry, nice. Expect we'll be using them to break through Benghazi. Cheeky boy. I haven't really got the time to waste on that. Oh no, I can't believe it. There's an actual enemy halting my advance. Not worth it though. Wow, there is an actual enemy holding my advance. I'm gonna take this. Oh no, I'm not. Resupply. That will resupply me a little bit, but not enough. Where's HQ? Have you ran out of command points? Yeah, you have. Wants me to take my Zeus by turn 5. Okay. Drop this on here for the next turn. This would go round. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how well that pays off for you. There we are. Do a little bombing run. Oh, you're telling me I can't take Michelli yet? Oh, wow. Okay. Bomb. No supply. Emergency resupply. Bomb. Benghazi. Oh, crash. Crash, crash, crash. Crash, 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 crash. Let me go get me some munchies, boys. 1 second while it loads up. Oof. And continue on the campaign. Continue. Desert Fox. Oh, and this time I get cucked. Okay. Okay, game. You mofos. One to one, it's worth it. When are I going to take Benghazi? Turn 6, so we've got time. It's just that these boys don't. They're going to start losing troops rather rapidly. I need it. I don't want to need it, but I need it. Thank you. And then, because I just had to take Michelli, I'm going to start bombing it down here. And finally, hopefully we will stop starving to death. That's with most of the objectives taken, so now he's got to run through, bring these tanks back over here. Make sure all our troops are no longer in a starvation zone. And that is good. Nice. So, this scenario is more or less a repeat of the starting scenario, just with stronger units. And it's got the same issues of the starting scenario, just it's easier to overcome because even though you've got one less supply to extend, you've got better units to break through, hopefully at this stage in the campaign. It's a bit harder to push through in the centre as well, but generally speaking, it's just more sort of hard breakthrough on the left and elusive logistics on the left, and then sort of gunning it on the right. If you can do those sort of two things, you're pretty good to go. Oh, he says, I'm going to have to resupply this guy so he doesn't die. There you go. And of course, let's say efficient use of the enemy supply dumps and stuff like that. It's a bit of sort of thinking on your feet, but I think one of the issues the devs had when they were making this DLC and what they said about the Desert Fox and Desert Rat DLC was the fact that a lot of the battles are fought over the same territory, and so it's quite hard to make the levels different. And you can see here this is very much the same, this on a larger scale from the first level. I suspect if you did the alt history scenario, it'd be a completely different kettle of fish, but it's to be expected in this theatre. And the other scenarios sort of make up for it. What do you mean? Do you mean take and hold it? Yes, he does mean that. That's not good. That is not good. We can survive one more turn, we'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Only 12% loss anyway for tanks. Okay, in January 1942, both sides halted major operations to lick their wounds after the many months of intense battles. In the same months, the Luftwaffe deployed Fliegerkorps II to Sicily, largely neutralizing Malta's ability to interdict access to supply convoys. Rommel's forces increased in size and for the first time had adequate fuel and ammunition for a sustained fight. By May, both sides were fully reconstituted. Rommel would strike first, hoping to exploit the desert flank of the Gazala line. Oh wow, it is quite repetitive. We're back at Tobruk again. Your orders are to outflank the Gazala line through the desert of south of Bir. Hakam. If successful, you should then push to the coast and Tobruk itself. Under no circumstances must we allow the enemy to turn the port into a fortress once again. The multinational enemy army facing us is more numerous than ever. However, there's little indication they have worked out how to fight effectively together. Okay, larger scale, a smaller scale, but we're going to take Tobruk again. Gazala, Tobruk. Where's the enemy supply coming from? It's Tobruk. So if we can break through Tobruk, we're in a pretty good spot. So we just got to bomb around and get up. That is what we got to do. So if we take a look at our cores, German armor. Sturmpanzer 1. Yes, I'll take that. Pioneer 1. Panzer Corps. The tanks are where it's at, so the infantry corps can just do whatever they want. The infantry has I have no real interest in what the infantry does. And with that, I think we're good. Can I put a supply dump a bit closer? No, I can't. Do I have any more supply? No, I don't. Can I move this any closer? Yes, I can. Okay, let's see how well this pans out for us. So the first objectives are Sidi Mutar, Knightsbridge, and Road to Egypt, which is going to be quite difficult to do. It wants me to punch through here, but I don't really want to punch through here. I want to punch round it. Or I can go for Bin Hakam by turn 6. We want Gazala by turn 9. I think I'm going to leave Sidi Mufti and Knightsbridge alone. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. There's no point punching through there. And that's what we needed. This tank, can we do any damage with these units? No, not really, no. I mean, we could try and punch through here. It's just not worth it though, the risk is too high. Pin this down for me. And pin this for me. And I've got a garbage unit that has no value to me. I'm tempted, can I just close you down? No, I can't. Let's go over here then. And then move these bad boys up. And the semi-good units are moving all the way around. And the idea is just to punch through to Tobruk. And then if we punch through to Tobruk, we starve the enemy and they die. That's my logic. I think I see the opening of where the game wants me to go. Game wants me to go up and along, which is easier said than done, game. And then a little resupply, a little bombardment there. That works. Send the tanks up there. Wipe out this tank unit. Oh, nice. Let's gun it to wipe out the tanks. The tanks are the greatest threat to me. I'll do it. Let's keep punching eastwards. Nice. Let's see what the game wanted me to do. Now I'm going to go Eladem. It's going to be difficult to get all the points on this, I feel. A literal infantry battle against my tanks, human waved. Not cool. Can we pin it without having to... Not really, the Italian units are so garbage. Resupply this. Knock out this unit. Retake. I don't really know what to do now. We could try and punch through the north. The Gazala. But my big concern now... There's a difficulty trying to push through the Gazala now. We could try some bombing runs. I know this guy's going to be a nuisance to me. No, we're never going to break through here. Never ever. This is a hard battle. This is a very even battle. Well, that's one way of getting supply back. Merchant resupply these bad boys. So I need to take Eladem by turn 8. And Gazala by turn 9. If I just push for Tobruk, but I don't have the supply to do so. I think we should just go for it anyway. I can just move some units but north. I could cut off Gazala here. Where's Dak? Not close enough, are you, Dak? Okay. A lot of my troops, or a lot of my units just aren't good enough. Resupply this. This will be a waste of a turn if I don't break anything. I don't think we could pass here either. It's such a risk to try this. And that is now cut off. I got lucky there. I'm not going to pretend that was skill. So if Gazala cut off, we could hopefully now make a punch through to the brook, and then Eladam as well. That unit's going to get destroyed. We can still cut them off. We just got to be a bit careful about it. Gonna bomb this again. My HQ's gone. Undo. Let's go stand there. Let's go stand here to hold. And then these guys can move forward to hold here. Okay, and then we break through for Eladem next turn. HQ, move this bad boy all the way back. So, do we either punch through to Brook? Which I don't think we can do. Or do we punch through this way? Punch through this way. Destroy this unit. Slowly start creeping forward. These units can now start being smashed. And then we just have to clear this up. Where's XXI? Still not close enough. Move Knightsbridge back. Didn't take that supply hub, which is a pain. Other dem, and then the railhead. We're good. Still don't want them to retreat though, so I'm going to move these units around. Just to make sure they don't retreat. So. Don't send that tank round. Don't do it. Thank you. Our tanks are still in pretty good condition, so that's what I'm hoping. It'll be enough to keep punching through. Alright, that position's taken. So we just keep bombing. Nice work. And that is a punch through. And that is an awful lot of infantry clogging up my lines. I should still be able to break the railhead. That's being daxed up. The brook needs to go by turn 9. I can cut off. I'm gonna have to punch into the brook. I don't want to. I could gun it. Go big. Go big or go home. Gunning it was not a good idea. I regret gunning it. It shouldn't have been done. I regret gunning it. Public service announcement. I regret gunning it. Road to Egypt. Yeah, it shouldn't have been done. I'm just going to lose points now. Points that I needed not to die with. But we're committed now, so hey ho. I've got to take it and hold it. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm going to punch through here first. Not a good idea. Undo that action. Retreat back. Resupply, knock out the railhead. Any troops that could be used to wear down the railhead. I'll take the railhead by turn 9. No chance. I may be able to move this out the way. Got lucky, got very lucky. Still need to take Tobruk. I'm going to lose points trying to take Tobruk. And I'm going to lose points trying to take the other objective as well. Shame, really. A big old crying shame. I've got 13 turns, so to get the most points from this, I think we should go for 50, 40. I can do that. I can do that. Tank 1, 3, 1 to 1, recharge, 1 to 1, resupply, 1 to 0 to 1. That's right, road to Egypt, thank you very much. And then this unit here. It ain't looking good for me. I've overextended once again. I don't even have any good units to stop this. Suppose I could send one unit there. No, because I need that unit to break through. I can send this unit over. So I move this unit here. Let's do a refueling of you. And then send this unit over here. And then send this unit up here. Send this. I don't even want to send. I don't even want to send that tank over here because I know it's going to die. And that's most of the line covered apart from a few areas. And then all I got to do is survive one turn to knock out Tobruk. Thankfully, the AI has gone passive. $50, $60, $70. Nothing. Not a dent. No. I can't even send this back. No. A bad playthrough. I mean, we took it within the objectives for the medium difficulty, but this was not the most optimum route. Sadly, it was not the most optimum route. I should have taken Tobruk first and moved my sights onto the road to Egypt. So win the Gazala scenario. Rommel's breakthrough towards Tobruk in 1942 left British XXX Corps stranded in their positions near Gazala. A complete disaster was only averted due to the fluid lines during this stage of the battle. 30 Corps sprung south into the desert and slipped through Axis lines relatively unscathed. This rather daring escape was coined the Gazala Gallop. And so actually what had happened is the Germans did actually achieve did actually surround the enemy or surround the British. But because the lines were so wide and weren't enough troops on every front, they were able to sneak through, which is pretty interesting. I quite like that idea that I could have had a really decisive victory here, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, they were able to sneak away. That was a hard scenario as well because you're fighting on very limited fronts. Axis forces in North Africa are a curious mix. The Afrika Korps was an elite and highly agile force, while the more numerous Italian divisions supporting were often brave but poorly led and rarely equipped for mobile warfare. Defeating the British here will require the utmost skill, making the most of inadequate supplies and forces of mixed quality. German High Command has little in the way of expectation, other than to keep the British occupied while Germany mounts Operation Barbarossa. Nevertheless, unexpected successes here could attract further reinforcements, perhaps even to seize the Suez Canal and beyond. So if you capture all the objectives listed here, you can launch, you can get more prestige, or you can do the next conference. So again, another alt history path, if you so choose. So we can launch Hercules, which is the invasion of Malta. Or we can just continue on the historical track, which of course we'll be doing. Shouldn't I get more cards? Yeah, you've been hiding your cards from me, game. Unternehmen Eder. Following the Axis victories at Gazala and Tobruk, the British 8th Army's retreat nearly turned into a rout. With the port of Tobruk safely in Axis hands, Rommel immediately sought to leapfrog into Egypt, giving neither his own troops nor his opponents any time to recuperate. Auchinleck faced tremendous difficulties averting a total catastrophe as he rallied with intact brigades he had left for a stand at Mersa Mutra. The rest fell back towards El Alamein. We're winning! Yay! I wish Hoi 4 Africa campaign was much more gritty and much more difficult, so you'd have smaller units. I wish it was really bad for supply for larger tanks, and you really had to, and this large or large numbers like that. And so, they really should do more about the different terrain in the different climates instead of saying, "Oh, just build more supply dumps." I should be like a really rather bad. Anyway. Your orders are to pursue the fleeing enemy, allow him no breathing room to regain his composure. However, put bluntly, your troops are in a bit of a mess, and some formations had to be left at Tobruk for security and replenishment purposes. That said, a haphazard advance is preferable to an engaging yet another well-prepared fortified defensive line. We'll simply have to figure it out as we go along. Alright, what have we got? It isn't too bad, and we've actually got points now, so it's also not too bad either. So we'll give this guy a point. Give the German armor. These tanks have literally been saving us the entire time. What are they called? The Panzerreg 5 and the Panzerreg 8. Those tanks are godly. Please protect their smiles. Oh, yes. Give me a lovely Marder. Give me a Krukenbrook, or whatever that is. And then everyone else with your garbage infantry, do what you like, because I don't care what the Italians do. This playthrough is just like, well, the Italians are just there to take up space. That is the purpose of the Italian army at this stage in the war. I mean, you can have black shirts if you want, but it ain't gonna really help you. Okay, so the first aim is Sidi Bouraine, then Mersa Mutra, and then Fuka. Okay, so pretty linear push. 11 turns, no enemy reinforcements. Cut coastal road. Could we just gun it down the coast? I don't see why we couldn't just gun it down the coast. I feel like this is a bit of a trap. It feels like a trap. Like we are literally walking our way into the enemy. Maybe because the game expects me to have no good equipment left, who knows. Alright, let's move this up. Move this up. And move the DAC up. And then all I gotta do is put down a couple of these bad boys. Oh, okay, I see what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be like, ah, you got no supply, oh no. But you don't care because you've got enough of these bad boys to last you for years. And then all we gotta do is take this away. And just gun it. I've got some defenses, but nothing I'm too worried about. Wow. This feels very sus. Okay, here's the enemy defensive lines. Got it. We'll wear it down bit by bit. We got any bombs? No, we don't. Yeah, it's going to be in one of those defensive line battles. Oh. And then we can pin this down. How's the supply? Not bad. Oh wow, mistakes were made coming over there. I don't want these units, they're hot garbage. Why have you sent me these Italian units? They're all under-equipped and undersupplied. Literally, you do feel like the Italians are just like completely a non-entity in this. I wonder if... Okay, so like, that's not going to work. Fine. I was going to say, I wonder if I can get away with a bit of a cheeky sabotage. But no, sadly not. We could do a 2-to-1 here. Let's dump this up one more. Get rid of this. Okay, Marsa Mutra should start starving now, and I can hopefully keep on pushing. Let's weaken this unit. Let's send this tank unit over here to contain. Let's send this infantry squad up. Just hold along here, will you, boys? I don't really care what you do, Italians. Just don't die. Okay, Master Mucha to start starving now. And then I can begin hopefully beginning to wear down. Oh, I was hoping you put a tank there. Not the end of the world, we can just take that now. Yeah, we can just take that now. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, however that song goes. There we go, the coastal road will be cut off by turn 5, no need to worry about that. Those tanks are now getting well and truly dominated. Absolutely annihilated. Broken. And the coastal road should hopefully be Vars within turn 5. That unit can do whatever it wants, I don't care. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. We could gun it even more. The curse of Blitzkrieg. Do you gun it or do you not gun it? Do you gun it and potentially get your entire unit wiped out, or do you not gun it and not achieve your objectives? Yeah, I knew you were hovering there. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Thank you for the coastal road, boys. Very useful. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Bomb this tank. It's going to be too much of an issue if we don't. Yeah, bomb it, just in case. That German motorized got well and truly clapped. I'm going to have to pay for those units again. Hello! Look, Italians, your moment to shine. Stunning victory at Italia. Viva Italia. I like how the Italian units are all one step too. I don't even think I treated them that badly. It's just that their units are just so bad. Like they're just not supplied effectively. One, 1, 2, 1, 1. And that was a pretty easy scenario, I will admit. I just got to sit here and wait for the end of the turn. So this was a nice one. It was well as nice one as this DLC goes, and that a bit like the starting one, but without as much an issue with logistics in the starting scenario. You're just bombing along the coast with the enemy either running out of supply and any sort of, if your tanks is pretty well upgraded by the stage, they just melt through the enemy lines. And so it's a pretty fun level of just dominating. I was a bit paranoid really because it looks so easy to achieve, and so like there's got to be a trick here. There's got to be like a counter attack or a strong defensive line. And no, not really. As long as you've got some good heavy tank units, you can just melt your way through. And that's what I quite like about the game, is that you can normally tell which units are your breakthrough units. So you can see those 2 tank units, you can think, okay, you can see it immediately. I can eyeball on the map. These are going to be my breaker units. And then you see a motorized and think, okay, this is a different German motorized. It can be pretty useful, but not the best. And then you've got, of course, the Italian motorized. It's like, okay, maybe they're there to capture objectives, but nothing more. Un duce, un russe, not something like that. We're in Untenepa Ada scenario. So promising seemed the victory of Ghazala and subsequent lightning advance on Egypt that Mussolini himself flew to North Africa expecting an imminent conquest of Egypt. He brought along a white horse that he could ride in victory parade in Cairo. The Axis never made it to Cairo. Mussolini was suffering an ignominious fate at war ends, beaten to death and strung up by his feet by an angry crowd of his own countrymen. Ouch. The First Alamein. Following the British rout at Mersa Mutra, Rommel spurred on his exhausted troops. Ahead of them lay the last Allied defensive line before the Nile Delta. These positions stretched from the impassable Quattro Depression in the south to the tiny rail station on the coast, El Alamein. Rommel hoped that sheer momentum would offset the sorry state of his formations and logistics. Meanwhile, the British frantically sought to man the entire line before the Desert Fox's arrival. On the 1st of July, the two bedraggled armies locked horns. I love this. I just love knowing, like, just that's the way it sets the scene. It's like, and it's informative as well because you just think, okay, Rommel flanking tanks, desert. You don't really think about like how the battle swung either way, and the sort of formation of the nature of the army compositions at each battle. This is really good. I love it. It's really good setting the scene. First, El Alamein, Ob Sud Dispatch. Despite our recent string of victories, the further we pushed, the harder things seemed to become. We haven't had the time to build up a logistics base at Tobruk, and interdiction by the Allied Desert Air Force worsens daily. Regardless, if our advance falters now, we may never again gain initiative. Your goal is to reach a favourable position for future attacks. Husband your forces and do not attempt to penetrate beyond your stated objectives. So we got to take Talassi, Mative, Quadro, Taga, and then we're going to have hordes of reinforcements coming in. But our tanks are good. And we got enough points to kill, really. You've got an attack of 8-6, so I may upgrade you. And then the infantry units. I can't really upgrade you anymore. The Italians, please. Please, Italia. Please. Please have better troops, Italia. Okay, and then move the tanks up. Undo, because I suspect that was a good idea, because the tanks will have to move further that way. Move up XI Corps. First move up this corps. Hup. Hup. And hup. Push. So they just want me to push here. They don't actually want me to do anything rash. Okay. We'll kill this unit because it's probably going to be too strong. This Ridgewood West. We've got to hold by turn 3. Okay. Not good. And then Bala Quattro. Hopefully they're not too aggressive, you know what I mean. Just go, he's just taking these objectives, let's leave him to it. These units belong to the XXXI Corps, so you're going to move down here. Done it, Chewie. And then Hel Humut by turn 7 and Alam Nail by turn 7. we can do that. We can pull that off. Ow. If we just ignore our orders, like Rommel, and just keep pushing forward, I suspect we can pull this off. Bomb? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Can I break through here? No, that's not going to work. 1-1. 3-0. Undo that move. The cost of doing this will outweigh the reward of doing it. I got it. Yeah. I can't do anything with you. You're Italian, you have no value to me. This is more important. Because I'll really weaken you down. I wonder. Can't I just blow this up? No. What a shame. So close, but yet so far. Who do you belong to? Telling me you can't do some pinning tactics over here. No, you can't. You're useless. Okay, let's move the infantry forward to hold this position. We can start moving our motorized north. It was to be expected. Okay, and then if we just do a little logi bomb here. There we go. Now we're cooking with fat. Okay, that's not going to work. Work. That will work. Still will not give up. There we are. Gonna have to wear down our lines for this. Why is supply so bad? Why have you not turned up yet? What you have, you just not enough supply per person. Bring the infantry down. Let's dig in now. I'm not going to be able to take that objective. Mistakes were made again. That's alright, we'll take the objectives down south then. Elamut and Elen Nayal. It's a shame because we could have taken that ridge by turn 3. Would have got me some points. That's alright, everyone is now starving, so that's fine. the moment you run over here. That's a shame, that was the wrong thing to do. Move this unit up. Resupply that unit. Move this unit along. 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 And down. And then this infantry should move over to replace our lovely motorized troops. That, at least, is the way I see it. That's supposed to work. Please stop bombing me. I'm just going to destroy that. So you do not get any supply. And bomb that. And you can all starve now. Oh. Oh. Good, you guys are chill. Let's chill out over here. Make sure you guys are getting replenished. And then the next target will be to move these units over here, and here, and over here, and here. And this makes it a very easy level. Really? Really now? This is what you get for putting Italians in in areas of importance. Generally speaking, you get boned. That's useless to me. Replan here. Oh, come on now. Come on, man. But with this done, we can now do some cheeky punch-throughs over on the left. There's the enemy supply lines. It is there. So if we just take this bad boy, it's another turn without enemy supply. And that means less problems for everyone involved. So this was a cheese level, using the cards. Using the heart of the cards, we were able to cheese this level. Still, screwed up not taking that one position. You're not going to be doing that, are you? You really are? Oh, come on. I'm quite literally starving you. Dig in, useless infantry. Thank you. Am I losing points? Yes, I actually lost prestige doing that. Where's the enemy supply line? Don't think I'm going to be able to extend enough to get that. Sadly. And I don't think I want to risk it. So I'm going to start withdrawing. Run away. Nice counterattack. No, please. Please. Actually, nice counterattack. Stop. You can't. You can't keep doing that. Italians, please. You are literally molding me to death. Look, oh, I'm putting a German tank on that position now. I was wrong. I'm going to put a German tank on this position as well. And then send this back. Alright, lesson learned there. Again, you really are learning to not like Italian troops in this DLC. It's not the Italians' fault. It's just that in this DLC they're so under-equipped, undersupplied, and because of the certain rule sets to reflect the lack of supply, the Italians just don't have the combat values to do anything. And so if you use the Italians at anything, they're just there to delay or to hold up. They're not there to actually fight. You can't have that brigade, replied Australian General Morshead when asked by Auchinleck to detach a brigade group from the 9th Division during the early stages of the Battle of El Alamein. Not if I give you orders, continued Auchinleck. Give me the orders and you'll see, came the brusque reply. I don't really understand the context of that, but I assume because it was a bit of a slaughter that he said no to that brigade. Alam el Hafa. After both armies failed to achieve any decisive advantage in July, the front stabilized at El Alamein. From then on, each day saw 8th Army's strength increase as the American industrial complex flexed its muscles. Ever more tanks and guns bolstered the Allied formations, while US air support tipped the balance of air war permanently to the Allies' favour. By the end of August, it was clear to Rommel that it was now or never. The first campaign was to culminate at the Suez Canal. So taking one of these objectives will allow you to put strategic plans in place. So I suspect if we took this now, then we could begin our run through Suez. The order is to break through the southern part of El Alamein line and swing north to Elam El Hafa Ridge. If you can hold this vital piece of ground, the Allied positions on the coast will become untenable. However, if we are at a disadvantage on all levels, troops, tanks, supplies, and air power, this attack is a gamble, so don't fritter away your army. Due to some slight difficulties on the eastern front, replacements are about to become scarce. Okay, slight difficulties. Looks at camera. So I can take this, and we can do our final push for Alam el Zadim, and we can try and take these objectives as well. Sort of our final coup de grace. The German tanks will get all resources allocated to them. You don't even have any equipment left. Who are we kidding? The breakthrough. It's now or never. Of course, we won't actually try and break through this time. Bomb it. We could do this. Bomb this. What have I got left? Oh, I got one poxy fuel thing left. Breach it. Kill it. Gun it. Breach it, kill it, gun it. Born to take risks, or maybe not. I mean, we've completed everything we need to complete in this scenario, so... This is going to be a test. My abilities to supply my armies. Go for it. We're going for it. This Italian stuff can do what it likes. Like, the Italian stuff just doesn't come back, so who cares? I'm still going to go for it. If I do a reconnaissance here. Ooh. Almost. The supply literally comes from this rail line, so if we just take that rail line, we win. We can send this unit back. Well, we could if we wanted to. Gun it, Chewie. Oh, we didn't use our bombs. Shame. This is going to require a strong degree of luck. A strong degree of luck. Still going for it. I'm still going for it. Now all you gotta do is hold that position and the entire enemy front line will starve. I don't think it's going to work. Let's go for it again. It's not enough. It's not enough. The ogre. The Krieg is forlorn. Undo. Maybe we can gun it this way. No, we can't. We can't. We can't make it. I thought we could, but we can't. Everything or nothing. Run away, run away, run away. No, okay, just die then. It's a slaughter. Make it stop. Oh, my beloved tanks are getting wiped out. I made a... I'm going to restart. I think I can pull it off though. I think if I just throw up to my best units over there, I think I can pull it off. Okay, I can't use the flak. I'm going to remember not to use the pioneers or the flak. Oh, I can use the flak, I just can't use the other thing. The pioneers. Oh, these units are garbage, there's no point. Let's give these guys some kit instead. That's actually probably better in the grand scheme of things. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Okay, I can only use one of those, and I can only use one of those. So remember to only use one of each. Can I kill it? Almost. Nope. Except he's a tank. Garbage tanks up. And we got it. And we got it. Fuck's sake. It's alright, it's not going to change anything. We're going to throw everything we got at it. So all we're going to do... Stop breaching me. Please. Stop breaching me. Resupply, gun it. Resupply. Resupply, gun it. Resupply. Okay, can't resupply you, so you head back over here. Give this a little smack for me. That's fine, I can go one turn without supply. Sure wish I had some better equipment than this garbage. Natalia, please. Please. I beg you. I can make it. Look, it's right there, I can make it. Bomb this. Kill it. And everyone gets supplied. Now what we're going to do is just bunker down and hope we don't die. When does it want me to take Alamal Hafa? Turn 5, and it wants me to take that by turn 5 as well. Easy to said than done, old boy. Let's start entrenching again. Good. Good, 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 good. With the enemy cut off, they should begin starving. We may lose our tank in the process. Or not. If we can get that next supply point. Which we have promptly done. So right, we've got to survive one more turn. And then we'll be fine. All part of the master plan. I told you it would work. No one doubts my genius now. I mean, we will lose that troop, but... hey, where's that supply wagon? Oh, there we are. Everyone gets a nice dose of supply. This gets to die. You will die. There's nothing I can do to save you. That's not enough turns to pull it off, I don't think. Oh no. There we go. Mission accomplished, boys! At no cost to myself, he says. I thought that'd be a cheeky way of winning that. Still got to take this by turn 5, and that's not going to happen. Because although I'm going to starve the enemy into pretty much submission, alas, that's not going to be able to do enough damage to it to get it to move. Resupplying that's not going to fix the problem. You're not going to kill anything, you're not going to kill anything, you're not going to kill anything. I'm going to give this a go. I doubt this is going to get the results I want. Heyo. It did. Oh, no, it didn't. And now we have an Indus soldier. Alright, can I get anything into that objective? No, no. Oh. The ultimate troll. The ultimate troll. See, we're starving to death, but they're starving to death as well, and so altogether, it's an absolute strategic success. So now all we got to do is fight back through the hole we've made for ourselves. And we're back to square one. In fact, we may even be able to get these boys out now. Nice, I'll take that. Oh, it won't let me get my supply any closer. That's a shame. The game knew I was going to cheese. Was that? Can I get you? I don't think I can. Not the end of the world. I'm happy with that. Happy with the end result for that. Oh, I forgot to use one of my airstrikes. I don't care. You can't kill me. So this was a interesting get. So I don't know if this is the final level, if you do it the historical route or not, but it feels pretty final to me. I suppose we'll find out in a sec. But I suspect if you've been struggling to take, this is your last chance to take Al Alamein and then begin your alt history scenario. But I suspect it'll be very different how that plays out depending on when you do it. In any case, this was a very interesting level because the idea is you can play extremely defensive and do nothing the entire game, or you can just YOLO in. I don't think I did it the way the game intended, this like charging in and this like cheesing when the supply dumps go down, but it worked and I took less casualties doing that than actually fighting man to man. An interesting scenario, but you can see how easy it was cheesed. I don't think I used any sort of bonuses to the cards or anything like that. I think I didn't use pioneers or used all my airstrikes. So it's just a case of if you get lucky with the RNG and you really push all your tanks down into that east quarter, you can completely annihilate lines and begin pushing. Of course, if you can do it earlier, then maybe you'll be able to get over to 2 objectives. But I think it's one of those scenarios that's extremely hard to pull off. Hugh Caddy Invito win Alam El Hafa scenario. There he fell undefeated. Inscription on a memorial to Hans Joachim Marseille, arguably the greatest fighter pilot of all time. A total of 158 aerial victories were attributed to the Star of Africa. He met his end near Sidi Abdelrahman on the 30th of September 1942 due to an engine malfunction in his Bf 109 G2. That's a shame. So now we can either rush to the sewers again, or we can do the historical track. So the rush to the sewers, I suspect, is our final breakthrough, but I guess not. Or we can do our historical track, which will save us points and be less of a hassle. I don't know how the tree expands differently if you win and take the sewers early or not. However, I suspect that the alt history scenario is going to be rather in depth because of this, because you can rush to the sewers earlier, as we saw in the first couple of levels, which means that if you rush to the sewers earlier, then potentially you can take the rest of Africa with a weaker force. But if you rush to the sewers now, I wonder if the unit compositions will be entirely different because, of course, it's later on in the war. Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, where's my cards? Give me cards. No, I want cards. Oh no, you piece of garbage. Restart last conference. Give me a bomber. I don't need this. This would be nice. It would be nice to cheese with. Yeah, that saved me quite a few times, so I go with that. Alright, the historical route. Disaster at El Alamein. After Romel's defeat at Alam El Hafa, the initiative passed to the British. 8th Army's new commander, Bernard Law Montgomery, resisted Churchill's impatient pleas for an early attack. Instead, he set about recrafting his army into an integrated fighting force, with improved tactics, reinforced units, and a new esprit de corps. By late October, his force stood ready. 200,000 men, 1,000 tanks, and 2,500 guns were about to be unleashed on the supply-starved Panzer Armee Africa. Okay. 6 turns, we're going to get annihilated. For all our hard work, we are now going to be literally annihilated. The situation is dire. Our armies are at the end of their tether, while the Allies are reinforced daily with US armaments and supplies. We are outnumbered 2-1 or 3-1 in every category. Our supply problems have only worsened and there's no prospect of reinforcements. Finally, the Fuhrer demands we stand our ground and fight to the last man. This is out of the question. You will counter any Allied breakthroughs for as long as you can, but if the situation calls for it, withdraw and save what can be saved of our forces. So we just run. Okay. We spend 6 turns running. Got it. This Pioneer, I know this Pioneer was from the oldie ones, you know. Madda. I don't know, these don't feel too weak. Madda. Pioneer. XII Corps. Italian Infantry. Gustari, why not? Panzer Offs A. Oh no, I can tell these troops are garbage. These troops are very, very bad. We're gonna get mown down by enemy tanks. Gustari. There's no point reinforcing those troops. Instead, we should just dedicate our reinforcements over here. At least we got some Italian reinforcements. I suppose that almost helps things. Towed anti-tank. Give me a Crustassen. Bersaglieri. And then entrench like your life depends on it. So we need to hold a Devil's Garden for 2 turns. Okay. Okay, game. Okay, game. Come on, Dak. Oh, your Dak's too far away. Can I cheese this? I probably can. With another Logi Bomb. Okay, not enough to cheese that. I'm just gonna... I was gonna say it's gonna run away, but... Oh, I see you dead. It was nice knowing you. But they didn't push too hard, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Give me another Logi Strike. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Oof, oof, oof. No, that's not what we like to see. Give me something that will kill these troops. My infantry is hot garbage. One, two, three. Move everything back. Axis armor. Ah, do these count as armor? I hope not. Please don't count as armor. Stop getting obliterated, Italians. Unfortunately, most of that front line is Italian, so I won't be too upset when I get obliterated. No! Run away, please. Tank. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I can't afford to lose that tank. It's been saving me the entire game. So we got to hold this by turn 3. The Todd Plateau. I've got to hold that by turn 3. Good luck with that. I am gone. Goodbye. Good luck. God bless. And the tanks are running as well. Send the tanks away. The tanks must be saved. Counterattack! Now run away. Well done, tanks. You did a really good job there. Sid Abid. Hold by turn 3. Again, good luck with that. Let's run the tanks away. Alright, it's turn 3. Now we can run. My Italians, please hold the line. Do some damage. Mamma mia! It wasn't even like a challenge for the breakthrough either. And now we run. Most of you will die on the retreat, with the army collapsed and broken. But remember this, you did it for the prestige. The run, the retreat, whatever's left of the Italians, get on out. We didn't even get enough Axis armor either. It would have been better if I just ran at the start. Oh well. The entire collapse of the line. Just run. I don't even care if the headquarters get overrun anymore, I just don't care. Apart from Dak, Dak can't get overrun. Dak. Defend Dak. I'm going to do survive one more turn. Everyone else keep running. Hup. 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 We're heading back up to Mersa Mutra, boys. I did try and save you, alright? Don't complain too much. I did try and save you. Because I saw you had a slightly different uniform as opposed to the normal Italian, so I thought maybe you were German. Whoa, it's still going. Not good. I regret trying to save you. I regret it. I didn't want to save you. I made a terrible mistake. I thought it ended on this turn. All I can do is send tanks down to save this now. I'm going to have to commit to make some sort of fallback line to protect that one tank unit. Everything else can run. Oh, wow. There we are. Never stood a chance. The game was rigged from the start. What a shame! Not the hecking Italian solderinos. I gave you anti-tank. I gave you artillery. I gave you armor, and yet you still betrayed me. That's all. No, that's all there is to say, really. Full Monty. Do not fulfill limit access armor losses objective at a disaster LMA. I want to impose on everyone that the barred times are over. They are finished. Our mandate for the Prime Minister is to destroy the Axis forces in North Africa. It can be done, and it will be done. General B.L. Montgomery addressing his troops before the Second Battle of El Alamein. Yeah, so we didn't save our armor by 2 steps. Come on now. And that is the rush for Tunisia. After the launch of Operation Torch, the Germans decided to pull out what was left of France. That's a typo. After the launch of Operation Torch, the Germans decided to pull out what was left of France under its direct control by force. This included a hasty deployment of troops to Vichy France, Tunisia. This in turn meant that, while the Allies would regain control of Morocco and Algeria, Tunisia would be contested. Both sides rushed all available units to the area. However, the Axis were closer to their main supply centres and air bases, which resulted in a more rapid build-up of forces on their part. Why are we losing? It doesn't feel. I don't feel too good. The operation is to be carried out in stages. The first is to secure and consolidate Bizerte in Tunis. The second is to expand the perimeter around these key cities. The third and final stage is to advance as far as conditions allow. Should you manage to reach Tabarka, this will be considered an outstanding achievement. The piecemeal transfer of our troops to Tunisia means that your forces will consist mainly of small-scale ad hoc units. Replacements will arrive daily, and you can deploy these at your leisure. Is this like a casual? Like a casual level? I just do bombing. I bomb parts. Bombing fails, I cry. Oh wow, my troops are better. At least it looks green over here. Makes a change. Also makes a change that my troops are actually better as well. And it's going to be a fun level. I hate you, game. I hate you, game. You lied to me. You said this was going to be a fun level. Already my troops are getting surrounded and wiped out. Oh great, garbage troops. Thank you very much, game. Oh, okay. Thanks, game. Thank you very much, game. I need to undo that move because you've got to move over here first and then we can put down troops. No, we don't need to do that. All right. Next, we need to take Bedja and then Majaz and then this fellow. Oh, you blew a bridge, you naughty boy. Didn't I have troops on there? Oh, you blew one of the bridges. So it was not that bad. Should we take... we could move up and take Bedja first. Oof. Lovely. 1 to 1. 0 to 2. Move forward. Kill this unit. This unit goes forward. We send this unit over. We bomb it over here. Good. It's working rather well. Now all I've got to do is take Majaz, which is now surrounded. Or should be almost surrounded. Problems were had. I didn't mean to do that. That unit is going to be destroyed. Okay, okay. That's funny. Yeah, you're a funny guy. No, come on now. Look, we all like a laugh. We all like a bit of a meme, but let's just take this going too far. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Undo. Go over here. And then head back. Ah, it's not going to work either. Move this over here. Put this here. That's just one tank literally ruining me. And then we've got a tank over here. We're going to have to resort to extreme measures now. Stop. That's alright, they're garbage troops anyway. Who cares? I don't care. I'm filled with teenage angst. Can you just take some damage? I'm not taking the Sook anytime soon. Yay! Let's run back over here. We took nothing. We achieved no real success here. I'm not going anywhere near Sul El Arbor. At least they were actually good German units. You gotta look on the bright side. Most of these troops were actually good German units. And that's why they were actually winning a large proportion of the battles. I mean, we could try to gun it. Nah, there's no point. There's nothing to be gained from doing that. Some pretty hard scenarios. Because you just either don't have enough troops, not enough supply, or you just don't have enough equipment. Yay. Oh, it keeps going. Okay. What to get rid of? Let's undo that. I'll take this. And then we'll have to save the rest of our points. Kasserine Pass. After the Allies failed to capture Tunis in what year is it? February 14th, 1943. After the Allies failed to capture Tunis, they moved south in a race through the Axis to gain ground. Consequently, both sides ended up spread out over long distances as they each considered how best to counter the other. Lacking a unified vision of how best to spend its limited resources, Axis command decided on an offensive that could be altered on the fly, depending on where the breakthroughs occur. However, any success will depend upon capturing supplies from the Allies. It's gotten bad. I wish I'd gone down the alt history route now where we were still winning. With Faid Pass recently captured, 21st and 10th Panzer Divisions are well placed to storm the American positions at Sidi Bouzid and beyond. Defkar is on its way to the region after having disengaged from the British 8th Army at the Mareth Line. Upon arriving, it will lead an attack on Gafsa. Both forces should converge on Kasserine, from which they will stage probing attacks to determine the best avenue for future breakthroughs. Sidi Bouzid? What do you mean both forces? Oh, we're going to have reinforcement forces from the south, are we? Yes, we are. You know what we could do? A little airstrike. A little airstrike. No. A little airstrike. Still nothing. Why won't you do what I want? Oh. That wasn't too painful. Wait a second, I know this map. This is where the British start chasing after us. It's getting close that time as well. We're doing like a final push before the British come down to dab on us. You got more troops. We got a HQ. Dork. I mean Dak, not Dork. What have we got infantry wise? The Panzer 8. Okay, that's fine. We can use that. Send this round along the rail line. The Panzer Afrika Korps with its whopping 1 pip. Whatever's left of the Panzers. Some Italian mechanized. I don't remember saving any of you, but hey ho. Nothing. Didn't even dent him. We'll go round. We'll just go round it. Yeah, dude, just go round it, my bro. Friend, pal. Can't really afford you to do that. We're punching through. We're punching through. At this stage, I believe victory will come through a decisive breakthrough around the enemy. Dak, move. I've got to get rid of you. It's too dangerous otherwise. Sidi Bouzid wants me to take it this turn. How about no? We're just going to go round that tank and let it starve. How's that for a compelling alternative? Stop! Literally cannot afford for you to do that. It's fine, we'll start bombing our way through here. Yay! Yay! I should have left the Italian stuff over here and kept the German stuff on the north. It's not the end of the world, no. Oh, I do love it when the German tanks still have a little bit of punch in them. They've still got a little bit of gas in the tank. I do love There's rare moments in this playthrough when you see what the German tanks were like during the Blitzkrieg DLC. You do feel like you are a weakening force in this expansion. Damn you! Run away, run away, run away! It's not the end of the world, my troops are pretty far up now. They're pretty much connected, so... Nice try, but I don't care. You cannot stop the Panzerkrieg! I refuse you to do so. Money or supply? Money or supply? I think the issue right now is supply. Oh, so close here so far. Supply me up. Nothing. Ping it. 1-1. 1-1. 4-0. Hit me with this bad boy. That's it. That's the spirit. Can we do a little smack here? That's our supply. Now we've got to gun it to Lelkef. Lukif. That's as it likes to be called, from what I've heard. That's how they pronounce it. Lukif. Let's get weakened. Dust stop. Dust stop. That done, that done. This taken. We can now move over to take Lukif. When I've got to take Sheba by turn, I will be fine to take that. Lol, I don't care. Turn 8 or Lukif by turn 9, so this is got to go first. Bomb it! Bomb it to the ground! Oh. Based. Not the smartest thing to do, but hey ho. Stunning success. A overwhelming success. Which makes a change from what I was going to be, which was a colossal failure, but I suspect that is probably because I threw in the last of the Axis Air for this sole purpose. Go ahead, I don't care. The level's done. You can have that supply hub. Beyond the Pass. Take Tebessa in the Kasserine Pass scenario. Just about. Rommel saw Tebessa as the key to a decisive victory in Tunisia. It was well placed for a wide environment and stocked with supplies he hoped to capture as he had once done in Tobruk. In this case, however, that did not work out for you. And that is the end of the historic scenarios for the Axis campaign. So I'll probably have a dinner and then we'll do the alt history scenarios afterwards, or maybe play a bit of Elden Ring, or maybe a bit of Victoria 3 for the weekend. Altogether, what do I think about the DLC from the historical perspective? Very interesting. There were still some levels that there was a couple of scenarios that did feel a bit that they repeated a little bit. For example, being pushed out of Tobruk and retreating from Benghazi and counterattacking in Benghazi. So first taking Benghazi and counterattacking taking Benghazi. But it has a good sensation of first having Italian troops that are under-equipped, undersupplied, and generally useless, and you can't use them whatsoever throughout the combat because they just will not be resupplied throughout the campaign. It also had a very interesting playthrough in terms of the nature of how the combat works. So of course you had those sort of grinding battles, but you also had those some scenarios that were sort of give and take, like sort of the holding of Tobruk and the withdrawal. And some scenarios you could cheat a little bit if you had the cards for it. But the last scenarios, you do feel like a damaged boy. You do feel like you're worn out, and your tanks and your army just doesn't have anything left to give. I was lucky because I had quite a lot of cards left over. But you do feel a bit worn. It's a really fun. It's a really fun setting of the scene, and I think it gives you a lot of opportunities to go down the Alt Historical route. I think this DLC will be really fun with the Alt Historical routes as well. So I'm looking forward to replaying the DLC for the Alt Historical routes. Altogether, it's well, tried and tested. The Unity Command 2 devs always make really good games. Or really good DLC, and it always really finds a way of either via the initial plot or the initial text to immerse you into that scenario. And it's so easy to see on the screen which units are good just by looking at their graphic art, and just seeing which units you want to avoid by their. It's very easy to find the correct way of using the right units and so on and so forth, and you do begin to become attached to certain units, like those lovely tanky boys that pretty much saved me. A really fun set of DLC so far. Only thing I would say is it's not large scale, so if you're looking for massive combat or massive encirclements like Barbarossa, you're not going to really get that here. It's more sort of on a tactical or sort of a smaller level with this narrow front and the supply issues. Altogether, it's more challenging than the Desert Rats DLC, but it's still pretty good. Why did I not delete that? Hide user and remove user. I keep getting, ever since I've got to a certain level of subscribers, I keep getting really irritating spam from bots. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, reported it, got rid of it. That should be fine. And there we go. That's it. I'll resume this after dinner. Really fun. Look forward to playing some more of it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Great, give it a go if you've liked Unity Command 2 before. If you've never played Unity Command 2, buy it. There's so much content, you will love it. Just if you want it for Christmas, go get it. It's always worth the purchase, and it's never a rip-off. Anyway, thank you all. See you all later. Goodbye.